So basically my summer vacation started today after I finished my night shift. Officially it starts on Monday, of course. And vacation will last for 3 weeks. I'm really hoping the weather will be nice, warm and sunny. Because so far the summer has been cold and rainy. Really just miserable. So far as to the plans I have for my vacation, during the first week, I was supposed to be my friend's squire at a medieval skill at arms competition, but just the other day she told me that she fell from the back of a horse and she fractured her sacrum and she has to use crutches for 6 weeks, so that's a bummer. On my second week, I'll be taking my NCLEX in London, and for the third week, I don't have any plans yet, but I'll probably travel somewhere. Even though my friend broke her sacrum, I'll still go visit her. She lives like 2 hours away, and I'll help her around because she still wants to visit the medieval tournament. After my trip to Norway, I've been really busy with work. I've had so many night shifts again. So many employees have resigned, and also one of my co-workers just died. Whenever people leave and new ones come in, at the beginning they cannot work night shifts, so the burden falls on our shoulders, but hopefully it'll be only temporary. I also wanted to talk about the reasons I want to immigrate to the US. I'm not sure if I told this in my previous videos, but back in 2008 I lived in Boston for about a year. I studied there, then I came back home to finish my preparatory school and then continued on to nursing school. Now after 3 years of nursing experience, I feel like I want to try something new. I want to challenge myself. I've always been the kind of person who loves cultures, languages, who loves traveling, who wants to experience new. And so I've always thought I want to move abroad. One of the reasons why the United States seemed like a viable option was because it's not culturally that different, and that'll make it easier to assimilate to. Also, one reason is because English is the national language in the US, and even though I speak 7 languages, English is my best second language. It's not that I can't learn the other languages to a bilingual or native level, but at this point I just feel it's easier to use English. Some of the reasons why I want to leave Finland is because the government is dictating laws that negatively affect working hours, our salaries. Also, the employers are forced to make tough decisions that further affect how we're able to do our work, how we get compensated, and it also impacts our stress levels. I think a lot of the nurses are really tired, overworked and stressed. From discussions online like on Quora, I've learned that the situation seems similar in the US but also worldwide. I still think there could be differences, because what I've learned from the NCLEX is that the UAPs and LPNs have a more significant role in helping the RN. Well, we're a team, of course, but the place where I work, we only have registered nurses, so I have to do everything from ambulating the patients to collecting urine and stool samples, and all the while doing all the basic things. I should also be able to pay attention to and notice early signs of any kind of deterioration in the patient's status. So that can be a little difficult, and that's not necessarily best for patient safety. So many of us registered nurses are frustrated because we have to do everything and we don't have time for our patients. We don't have enough challenges. So many of the patients that we treat have delirium tremens, and after a while it gets really frustrating. I really wish I had more challenges at work, more responsibilities. I also wish that I would get permission to continue my education, take courses, just to stay interested, to update my knowledge and skills, to network with other nurses, to discuss about ideas, different ways of doing things, and learning in that way as well. I also wish that we as registered nurses on the field, on the forefront of nursing, I wish that we were able to discuss. I wish that our voices would be heard in terms of how to develop, to make the nursing process on our unit the most effective, also taking into consideration patient safety and job satisfaction. I mentioned in my earlier video that in this world I know nothing's perfect, but I want to find the best compromise for myself. At this point, I'm not sure if that best compromise will be in the United States. I don't think I'll be losing anything, but rather I'll gain whatever I'm willing to take on. And it's not like I can never go back to Finland if I feel like it, or try another country. The things that really concern me is the Trump presidency. I mean, you never know what he's gonna do. I have hope in the Constitution that it will protect America and its people, also us immigrants. But I don't want to get too much into politics because I know it's really polarized, really bipartisan, when it should be more about unity and what's best for the nation. Also, another big thing is healthcare, or actually the lack of universal healthcare. As a Finnish citizen, I'm used to a high level of equality in society, that's including universal healthcare. It's not that our healthcare system doesn't have problems and issues that actually create inequality, but I feel more at peace knowing that everyone has insurance, everyone will be treated, and no one will really go into debt because of healthcare expenses. There's some aspects of the culture in the United States, one of them being healthcare specifically, that make me feel like it's cold, it's not caring, but I'll have to see it for myself. One other thing that sucks in Finland is the fact that at entry level, my salary of just above 15 euros per hour, that's like 2400 in a month, plus any extras that we get for working evenings and nights and holidays, including weekends. But we're demanding that our salary should be 3000 euros a month, when my recruiting company told me that my minimum salary would be $24 per hour and that the rate would get higher and higher with experience, education, and there are so many more education opportunities in the US. I was excited. At the same time, I was really disappointed with the system in Finland because honestly, if I were to work until my retirement age, during all those years, I would get a raise of only like hundreds of dollars. And I think, especially in nursing, money is a big motivator. Not just money, but adequate compensation for the expertise that we need in our work. Our jobs are demanding, especially in acute care settings. We work on such a high level of knowledge and skill, and still we get compensated less than, say, engineers that have the same level of education. It's kind of comparable, but our salaries aren't. Many people have criticized my choice and will continue to do so. I'm not gonna let myself be bothered by their opinions. I know this will be for myself. I have hope that this will be a good thing. I'm trying to keep a positive outlook. I'm tired of all this negative stuff in my life. I'm tired of people complaining and not doing anything about it. I'm tired of people not taking responsibility for their own lives. I've learned that I have to change myself to change the world instead of trying to change the world. I'm also a person who needs challenges, who needs excitement, who needs all kinds of stimulation in life to really feel alive, to feel useful, to feel like life is worth living for. That's what I'm essentially trying to achieve here by immigrating to the US. After my trip to Norway, um, I've had a busy schedule with work, but also they emailed me some extra material to study for the NCLEX, and I'm still doing practice tests every week, and I'm uploading those scores for my recruitment company to review. I'm quite nervous about the test. I understand feeling too confident would not be a good thing. I really don't know how I should feel. The practice tests I'm taking, I think my scores are consistently at a certain level that's required. I still keep missing the right answer in questions that while I review them looking at the answer key, I'm surprised that I missed the answer, but I also understand that actually reviewing the answers is also beneficial for me in preparation for the NCLEX. So now that my vacation started, I have so much free time. My motivation is so high during these days. I'll be able to study a lot more than I would if I were to go to work. Today is July 7th. I have uh, 2 weeks, about 2 weeks until my NCLEX, so I'll be ready. I'll be ready. I'll also have time for vlogging. I have a few ideas about what I'm gonna do. I think London and the NCLEX will be a bigger vlog. Not sure if I should divide it to pre-NCLEX and post-NCLEX, but we'll see.